But Kevin Durant, uh, I already kind of have an opinion. What do you think about this with Kevin Durant in this series? If you're Kevin Durant, how do you approach this series?
I don't understand the question. What are his options?
You sit the
I
rest of the
don't think he has the option to sit. I think he has a very serious leg injury.
Mhm.
That the leg injury doesn't have a projection.
Okay.
Well, I think there's been a miscommunication between the Golden State Warriors and the media.
Okay.
And part of it might be because they love Kevin and they don't want to endanger his free agency by putting any panic out there because he'll never go away
Mhm.
until people see him play again.
Right.
Um, and I don't think it's a secret Achilles injury. I don't think that's the case. Like some people have that conspiracy theory. Some people still think it's an Achilles because of how it looked.
Mhm.
I think, but what it probably is an intense calf sprain.
Mhm.
It's a bad one, right? So until he goes through certain things, they can't even evaluate when he should be playing, but without re-aggravating it. They don't even know that yet. There's not even a timetable. So for some reason, because we have the playoffs going on, people forget these people are made out of flesh and blood.
Yeah.
He strained his calf.
Yeah.
If most people would still have their leg up elevated on the couch right now.
Yeah. I don't know how many of y'all have ever had a strained calf, but I have, and it hurts. It's like it shuts you down, really.
Yeah.
And thinking about trying to play some basketball, nah,
Yeah.
bro.
So I'm going to answer the question though. I would throw playing. I would throw playing against the Portland Trail Blazers completely out the window. Completely out the window. Specifically because I know. Are we going to talk about the Raptors? Are we supposed to talk about them today?
Yeah, we got that. They're next, actually.
Okay. Because of the way that series is looking, and the Bucks have won a game. If you have to face the Bucks, you want to be at full strength, and they need to be. And I would say the main thing is they don't want any shakeups during the Portland series. Just beat them old school Warriors style. Blow them out the building. They can't guard Steph, and the way that team plays when they're being run by Steph. Knock them out in 5. Get KD some rest. And in the Milwaukee series, if Kevin is able to play, you're gonna have to suck it up and have one. This ain't really Kevin Durant game, and hopefully that's enough. But I think that's best case scenario according to what we know so far.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
And I don't think Portland is close to Golden State's talent level. So
he's already ruled out of game 3 and 4.
because they're not even evaluating him. This whole
No.
thing where people were like, "Oh, it's not his Achilles, so he should be back in a week or two." No, he's not. He's walking and that's it. He's not doing any real basketball activities.
Yeah, if I'm him, I'm not playing. I'm done. I'm done.
Well,
Because
if he's healthy, he should play.
if he's healthy, he should play. But I don't think he's going to be 100% before this is all said and done.
I mean, in the playoffs, 80% is healthy. If he gets to 80% and it doesn't, and the doctors tell him there's no chance of re-aggravating it, or there's a very low chance of re-aggravating it, then I play.
Overcompensation injury.
It depends on how it feels. If he's able to get mobility and strengthen the calf, because I think it only take 2 weeks of working out to get strength back in the leg. So if he's able to do that and play, even if he's coming in game 4, that could be enough. The game 4 of the finals we're talking about, that could be enough to save your series if they're struggling. It's not like I don't think the Golden State Warriors can beat Milwaukee without Kevin Durant. I think it's possible. And I think I would probably have them as the favorite still. But if Milwaukee won, I would not at all be in any way surprised. And I definitely wouldn't bet money on Milwaukee losing. I think that's a close series because of how Milwaukee's built and who their best player is in relation to the Warriors' best players when there's no Kevin Durant.
I honestly, man, I think Milwaukee without Kevin Durant, if the Golden State doesn't have Kevin Durant, and I don't want to completely just kill the Raptors. We'll talk about them in a second. But if it is Milwaukee and Golden State, I think Milwaukee beats Golden State without Kevin Durant in 5 or 6.
Wow.
Because one of the things that I noticed is Golden State really, really excels when they play a team where it's not difficult to find a place to hide Steph Curry on defense, right? So with Golden State, I mean, with Portland, all right, they know they don't want to match up on Dame, and they know they don't want to match up on CJ McCollum often. Well, they have two players on the floor who they can throw at those two guys, and they can kind of hide Steph, and he never really ends up on one of those types of matchups. I think that no matter what happens with him playing against Milwaukee, he ends up on somebody he can't handle, and that they can go to drastically exploit him, get him in foul trouble, disrupt his rhythm overall. And I think that that is a problem. He can't guard Eric Bledsoe. He can't guard Chris Middleton. Lord knows he can't guard Giannis. So
No one can.
now he's on Nikola Mirotic or Brook Lopez.
All right.
And I just really feel that is going to be a big thing. And whoever's guarding Giannis, you can't expect them to score more than 3 points a game this series. You can't ask them. You can't ask of them anything.
It's an interesting thing because Clay's production has dipped when he's had a really tough assignment. Now, with Kevin Durant there, you could say maybe that's part sacrifice. He doesn't have to do it, so he can be more in the Kobe in the Olympics kind of thing. Exactly. I'll play defense, you guys take care of the offense. But against the Bucks, he's gonna have his hands full with Middleton and Giannis switching off to those guys. And every team has put 3 to 4 people, sometimes 5, in the paint with Giannis when he goes to the basket.
Yeah, I mean, Toronto did it really well last night. For 2.5 quarters, they did really well. But when Brook got hot, really hot, it's
all right. So you want to transition to Raptors versus Bucks?
Yeah.